Day 4. Our floor pan's all set. Level as can be, as you can see. All we gotta do is get our valve all connected here. The walls will go up. And then we showed you where we ended yesterday with the first bathroom. Get some fine tuning, modify some things, get a razor blade, cut off the caulk, and then we'll be done with 2 amazing shower installs. Stay tuned and check us out.
Okay, turn it off!
All that wall was on the outside. Nice.
That'd be funny if you dropped your phone in there.
Alright, dude, when it the first.
When it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours.
She likes the way that you roar.
Okay.
All right, there we go. So that right there is a water test. We kind of cleaned out the valve, got the nasty water out of there, and there's no leak. So the valve is 100%. We looked everywhere and we're good. So now we're gonna start putting cement board up. You got something to say?
100.
100, baby. Cement board time. Let's get it rolling. Okay, we got the cement board up. Crucial that we make sure right here is plumb. We're gonna make sure that's plumb right there. You see that? And then this side over here, we're gonna make sure that is nice and plumb, because this is where our glass is going. And so when the glass butts up against the tile, it needs to be plumb. A couple more things here. Usually when you put this cement board up, we're gonna put more screws into it. When you put this cement board up, usually tape it with the mesh tape and then you water seal it. Check out this right here. It's kind of very unique with this system. Do not use an elastomeric waterproofing membrane on your cement board, such as RedGuard. What they're saying is, don't waterproof it. And if you look a little bit lower here, it says, continue installing the remaining cement board. It is best to seal all joints at the same time you silicone the wall panels in place. So what that's saying is, to silicone all the joints when you do your wall paneling. So when we do our wall paneling, we'll put some silicone in there, seal the joints up. Another thing is going to be about this. Believe it or not, I think it's on the first or second page here. Right here. Each shower will typically require, zoom in here, between 12 and 24 tubes of silicone. Look at this right here. So we got 12. I cannot imagine using more than 12 tubes, okay? We already used 2 tubes for the base. So when we put our base down on that, what do you call it, self-leveling concrete, we wiped it up with a wet rag, siliconed it, popped it in place, and we did some silicone around here. So we got 12 more tubes for these wall paneling. So it's very simple. I'm kind of curious how this is gonna work out. We made sure we put a weather barrier, a waterproof membrane back behind here in case, you know, the water and moisture does get behind our wall paneling. It can hit that plastic and drain right back down. And as you can see, you can kind of see bits and pieces of the plastic. But and another cool tip is make sure you put some cardboard down on this thing. You know, you can damage it, so you want to protect it with some nice cardboard. Anyways, next up on the list is we're gonna finish our, what do you call it, cement board, putting it around here. And then we're going to go ahead and put on our wall paneling, so stay tuned. Okay, here we go. So we're putting these panels up perfectly plumb or perfectly level here. Here's the deal though. As you can see, the top, it's already a little higher. You can tell or not, it's already a little higher. Look at this right here. The grout line's lower, if you can tell. It's a touch lower. The panel behind me, look at the panel, zoom out, look at the panel behind me. We had to flip this upside down. And as you can tell here, oh, sorry. You have a long piece and it should end right here, just like this. See that? But instead we have a long, and we have a short. And we had to do it that way so our grout line's lined up. Because it's at the top's flush. The top's flush, and then our grout lines are lining up. But over here on this one, we flipped it upside down, we flipped it around, and it's higher in the grout line. But this is the closest we can get it right here. The closest. So, that's one thing that I have to say about American Bath Factory is that they could dial this in a little bit closer. The grout lines could be, I mean, I don't know if it's the machines or what it is, but if American Bath Factory is watching this, tell me what you guys think. Anyways, let's keep going, Nathan. Okay, as you saw with the time lapse, we just set all the pieces. I would say this is a pretty, difficult job if you ask me. And it makes it more difficult when American Bath Factory, if you come look at this real quick. This is perfectly plumb, and it has to be lined up with this thing. And they gave us pieces that were short. So, I mean, that's just part of it. We'll grout it or caulk it or something. You look at this side's nice and clean. And if you look down here, see how it's flush? It's supposed to be flush like this. It has to be flush lined up for the glass. When you go to this side, we had to move it over. We have to move it over. You see that? To make it not as big of a gap. We had to do that. Or else there'd be a big gap right there. So there's a couple things with the manufacturer that are a little quirky. The grout lines, if you look at this one right here, the grout line's lined up perfectly. But the next one, you can see that's a little high. The right one's a little high. There's a couple things like that, but other than that, it looks really good. It looks really, really good. I'm pretty happy with it, and Next up is gonna be let here for 24 hours, then we're gonna come back.